Hey guys, so I got locks for the very first time, and so far I'm liking them. They are wonderful. But anyways, I've had I've used this hair for about 4 weeks now. The first 2 weeks I had Marley twist, and then I reused that hair to create locks. And I was really kind of skeptical, a little bit scared to do locks on my hair in the first place because I feel like I hear so many cons about locks. They're too heavy, they're too stiff, it's hard to moisturize, this and that and this and that. So I decided to only try them out for a little bit, and then if I didn't like them, I was going to take them down. But I've had them in, and so far I love them. And I can honestly say that this may be my go-to style from now on because I've always been into locks. I've always been into natural hair, natural looking hair, whether it's braids, whether it's twists, whether it's cornrows. I've always been into that, hair that, that looks natural. So I got locks and I did these myself. I did not use crochet method. I did them individually, and that took a long ass time to do each individual, twist and then wrap it around. After that, that took me like a day and a half. And I don't mean like the whole 24 hours in a day, but that's just the day and a half is when I actually completed it. So it was a little bit tedious, but it was definitely worth it because I tried out a new style I never tried out before. And one thing I'm going to knock off the bat is that these are not heavy at all. People are saying foot locks are so heavy, and I feel like the reason why people are saying that is because they are using too much hair or they're using too much wrapping hair to wrap around. And when I did my full locks, for an example, you guys know when you do Marley twist, and if you want like small to medium sized twists, you'll use two strands because the Marley hair, typically when you buy a Marley hair, it's already divided. So a lot of people will use two strands per twist. I used one strand per twist, and then I used another strand to wrap around the twist to make the full lock. So I can tell you right now that these are very light. They're not heavy at all. They're super light. Like, I just feel like when people complain and say they're so heavy, it's because they're using too much hair. Your faux locks can still look nice. All you have to do is use less wrapping hair so it's not as heavy. Another thing is that I can sleep perfectly fine in these. They don't hurt because I did these myself. I didn't twist my hair super tight, so they don't hurt. I was super gentle on my edges. It's amazing. So basically this is really how it looks. I'm gonna try to turn around for you guys so you can kind of get the whole like. So I'm gonna turn around to the other side. So that's how they look. I tried to go for the boho gypsy look, and that's when people have like little curls coming out midway through the lock. But that didn't turn out really well. I'm gonna see if I can find the piece of curly hair I used. Yeah, this is the hair that I used to create, that effect when you have curls coming out mid braid. And it's already, this is it. Do you guys see this? It's already matte, it's already frizzy. Um, so I don't think I like that method. Those people who have the curls, I'm curious to know what type of hair they used, and I feel like if you just let it fall freely, it could end up like this. But then again, I don't really wrap my hair at night, so that could contribute to why it's really, frizzy and all locked up and intertwined. But I do sleep with a satin pillowcase. Anyways, so this is my hair. I also curled the ends, and I used the color 4. I bought the I bought a hair called Bobby Ross Marley hair. I got it at the beauty supply store for $5.49. I used about I used about 5.5 packs of hair. Usually that's what I use around. I usually use around 5 or 6 packs for my head. But anyways, I got the color 4 and I feel like it matches my hair texture perfectly because I don't have like pitch black hair. I have like a super dark dark brown black, if that makes sense. Like using the color 2 is too dark, and some color 4s are a bit too light, but this one specifically that I bought was just about right. So this is curled. I used the color 4. I also used the color T30. Um, and here is how that looks like. It's like a brown color. I don't know if I like it, but that's why I hid it in the back of my head. um, just to add a little bit of pop. But I love how natural this looks. And the thing about faux locks, or just locks in general, in my opinion, I feel like they need to look natural. I don't like the locks that look super new because I feel like that looks super fake. I feel like if your locks are frizzy and they look older, I feel like that looks better. I feel like that's the whole point of locks. Or if you're getting lock extensions, or if you're installing locks in your hair, I feel like they're supposed to look kind of natural and that old frizzy type of look. So as you guys can see, my hair is already frizzy. Like if we look at a strand right here, it's already frizzy. And excuse my nails, I know they look like shit. I did them myself. That's why they look like shit. But anyways, something I've learned when I did these the first time is that you you need to make sure that the wrapping hair, when you wrap it around, is secure, because as you guys can see, some of my locks are pretty secure. Like this one is pretty secure, but then you have something like this, which is all jacked up and messed up and it's loose, and I try to put jewelry in it to hold it in place, but it's kind of starting to jack up, which is fine because I am going for the natural look, so I don't mind if I have a few jacked up locks. But for the most part, I do want it to look uniform, and it does. It looks uniform. I'm probably gonna end up recurling the ends, but this hair is really good. In terms of curling, it curls super well. For only having this in for, I guess if I count the Marley twist, for only having these in for like 4 weeks, my hair still looks pretty good. Like it looks pretty divided. Because you know when you have like new growth, and when you have new growth, you can no longer see your scalp. But as you guys can see, my scalp is still kind of showing. So it seems to be holding up nicely. I feel like it holds up better than my Marley twists. When I do my Marley twists, they get old in like just a few weeks. But faux locks, I don't know what it is. They seem to be lasting longer in terms of how it looks on the scalp. And then I also made sure I was super careful around my edges because I didn't want to do those too tightly. But overall, I love the look. I'm probably going to keep these in for a couple more weeks, maybe around the week of September 3rd, Labor Day. That's when I'm going to take it down. So I would have had it in for about 6 weeks. And then I'm going to do it again, but using a different brand of hair, and I'm going to leave it in for a couple months. So these are my locks. These are the final results. I love them. Let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know, have you guys done locks before? How long did you keep them in? What brand of hair did you use? Because I would like to know. What colors did you use? You know, anything like that. Did you like them? Did you dislike them? Let me know your thoughts. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.